In case you didn't know, October is known as Safe Sleep Month. It's a month designed to promote healthy sleeping habits for newborns and raise awareness about sleep-related risks to infants. Dr. Harvey Karp is joining us this morning to make sure your child is sleeping safely. I'm excited to have you here, Dr. Karp. And we're going to talk about really why I'm excited in just a minute. But let's talk about sleep awareness, sleep safety in children. And my first question to you is, talk about how car seats and how safe sleep actually equate.
Well, you know, you wouldn't drive 2 minutes in a car without securing your baby. You wouldn't put them in a stroller without strapping them in, or even a high chair. And yet the #1 place healthy babies die is when we put them in their own bed for 12 or 14 hours and they accidentally can roll. And so the question is, can we do better? Can we help make them safer?
Okay.
And the good news is there are a lot of things. The bad news is 3,500 babies, healthy babies, in the United States die every year in their sleep. The good news is there are a lot of things we can do to help make them safer.
And what are some of the most basic things we can do?
Well, #1, sleep on the back. That's the best thing. Back to sleep. #2, don't have a lot of, you know, soft bedding and things like that around them. Keep them out of the parents' bed for the first 6 months or 9 months. No smoking, breastfeed. So a whole bunch of things. But even despite all of those things, for the last 20 years, we haven't seen any improvement. So what we're really excited about is this new opportunity. It's a bed called SNOO that was just recently given FDA de novo authorization for keeping babies safely on the back all night long, so there's not that risk of the rolling over.
Okay, that's what I'm excited to talk to you about, and that is SNOO. So for people who have had babies recently, they're familiar with SNOO. I'm saying, where was SNOO 20 years ago when I needed you, doctor? Tell me about how SNOO works and what it does to not only ensure that your baby is sleeping safely, but more importantly, your baby's getting some sleep, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone's told, you know, if your child's fussy and they're not sleeping well, drive them in the car.
Right.
So SNOO rocks and shushes babies. And when they fuss, it rocks and shushes a little bit more. So we add an hour or 2 to the baby's sleep.
Oh, heaven.
And we keep the baby safer. And it sleep trains the baby. So by 5 or 6 months. And what's really, really cool is thousands of people get this for free from their employers, a free 6-month rental. So like JP Chase and Snapchat and Under Armour, lots of companies give it to their employees.
I love that. Okay, so as we're taking a look at video of the SNOO, so we're seeing the baby shaking going on, right? I saw them push a button to get this going. So basically you're kind of recreating, as opposed to the car seat though, you're recreating what exactly?
So in the womb, the sound is louder than a vacuum cleaner. Every time you breathe, you're rocking your baby. So it kind of makes no sense that the instant they're born, we put them
and
for 12 hours in dark silence.
Well, no wonder they're crying, huh?
Yeah, so babies do best, and that's why everyone's got rocking chairs. But all night long, if they're rocked and shushed, they feel more comforted, they sleep better, they're happier during the day. The parents get the rest so they can go back to work. And ultimately, our goal is that everyone gets this for free from their insurance or from Medicaid or their employer.
And that's important because this is not an inexpensive item, but there's a reason. So the good news is parents can get them for free. How then, real quick?
Through their employer, so you can ask your employer as a benefit. Anyone in Chicagoland can rent this for $5 a day, and it ships for free.
Wow.
So it's pretty much the cost of a cup of coffee to have a 24-hour helper, more sleep, and a safer baby.
I'm so glad that that we brought that up, and especially for our producer, Adina. She just had her baby, and we got to make sure she gets her SNOO. Hello,
Hi,
boss.
Adina.
Yes.
Enjoy. Give me a call if you have a question.
I'm sure she will, Doctor. Thank you so much for coming, and I wish I had this back in the day. We'll be right back.